So in this video I wanted to talk about space control, and I kind of touched on that in some previous videos, though I was focusing on different topics, but this time I want to talk about space control. It's actually a very simple concept, and it took me quite a while to understand and properly use, because even just understanding it is not enough. So what's space control? Space control is when you know for certain that you control some space. So just as a very simple example, let's put a trip here so that it's not jumpable in any way. I'm putting a trip here. There is no way to bypass it, except for the Omen's TP, Chamber's TP kind of thing, right? But that aside, I can now play from here, a very OP angle, because I know that I don't need to check this one ever. I know that there is no enemies here, and it allows me to play like this. And I touched on that in the bind video, but it actually applies literally everywhere. Like when people, for example, Cypher, I'm Cypher, right? When people play Cypher, they try to find like cheeky trips, you know, cheeky setups. I don't even know how to set up this one, and literally doesn't matter. The cheeky setups, someone trips, they kill them, something like that. But using Cypher trips, you can just control space. You can put a very simple trip like this, and what it lets you do, it lets your team never control hookah, because it's already controlled with your trip, right? If someone enters it, then the space is violated, but until then, someone can freely like play here, headshot angle, someone can be like playing over here, and they can be certain that there is no one just shift walking into hookah and then like peeking heaven and then peeking them, right? There is no such case. Such scenario is impossible. And that lets your team play very like cheeky angles like this, and in general like play much more like aggressively, I could say. So we have a trip in showers, let's say. It's not a very realistic scenario, but let's say it's like this: trip there, trip in showers, and it means that all of this area, like literally all of this area is controlled, and the only angles that you need to worry about is this main. So you can play literally anywhere, you don't need to do anything else. And it's not like it has a direct impact on the round, it's not like it yields you kills, but it lets your team play, and you as well, play in a certain way that sets up some like annoying off angles. Like you can play this bench, or even like a deeper bench, or even a deeper here, or like towards showers. You can play around triple whichever way you want, from this angle, from that, from this like behind thing. You can do all sorts of things. But without those trips, if we just remove them, so first of all, you need to think about showers. You really can't play like this, because anytime there's someone just shift walking onto you from showers, you need to worry about hookah. Like you're playing from this angle. Once again, you have no vision on main. Someone could be already in hookah. Like even if someone's rotating through spawn, and they want to go hookah, they need to clear it, right? They need to pick this, pick a bit deeper, and pick this annoying angle, pick this one, pick all of these off angles, swing this one probably, pick this angle, you know? They need to clear everything. It takes like 10 seconds, yeah. Let's say even if it takes 10 seconds, it makes noise, gives away presence, and like you need to do all of this. You can't just assume that there is no one in hookah, unless you have a trip like this, and then everything is safe. Like whoever is rotating, they can just knife out, go here, shift walk, and then they just already like need to start clearing from here, right? And it applies to all maps. It's like a general gameplay concept. It applies to an attack as well. It's not a defensive concept. For example, your team is pushing short, and you have 0 showers controls, right? And someone could be shift walking from showers, like all the way like here, knife out, shift walking into your face, because you're not controlling this area, right? You're not controlling all of this. So, for example, this kind of trip is also valid. because it lets you, even if it doesn't prevent that peek, it still lets you like play from here, right? You know, peeking lamps from here without worrying that someone's going behind you. And that's like, the value is just enormous, and this concept is in general applied to everything, and you don't need util to do that either. It's the reason why you're alive. So for example, if someone's pushing A, right, enemies are pushing short, and you're playing here, you understand that it's short, someone's coming, and someone's like, they're making lots of presence, right? You can just clear everything, just keep on walking, and just simply by existing in this space, you already control it, right? So you just, you can even just stop here, and that's enough. And that's enough, like, all of the space is controlled. Like, you don't really control long. That's another topic, because someone could be long. But, like, hookah, B, it's more or less controlled by you. Short is completely controlled by you. And if the enemies are just stacking over here, you know, like, you and your team know that they're all on this side of the map. Like, there is no way they could be on the B side on the map, except for long, but we can just skip this part for now. And just having this much control, you just simply stay alive. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to make kills. You don't need to, like, you don't even need to peek like this. You can literally just, like, do the pussy peek all the time. You don't need to do anything. And just controlling this kind of space, I would say if you have 0 kills in a mortal lobby, you have 0 to 20, and you just control the space like this, like you simply just stay like this, and that's it. And that's already more impact than someone like Reyna on your team is having, while having, like, I don't know, 25 kills. That's, you're having more impact by just doing this and not killing anyone. Well, obviously the fact that you kill no one is not good, but just to make a point, obviously you should be killing someone. And this is why Cypher is very strong, and the reason why Cypher is not picked is because you can do that with Chamber as well, right? On attack, you just put a trip over here. Not behind the wall, because then it's smokable. Just put it literally in the middle, and you control the space. While being Chamber, right? You don't need Cypher to do that. And if there is no Chamber on your team, Cypher is extremely strong because of that. And that, when it comes to util, right? Also there are things like this camera to check this peak. Generally, like, you can be alive, you can go somewhere, let's say they pushed, they killed a bunch of guys, they took lamps controls, and you don't know whether they're pushing CT or not. Or maybe someone's lurking. You can, as Cypher, you can, like, check this one, then check all of this. Like, you can be in 2 different spots, controlling 2 different spaces. That's kind of the strength. But it's not really a video about Cypher. You can do that on any character, even a duelist, like, it doesn't matter. And this space control, like, once you get the hang of it, I think you'll start playing much stronger, because it mostly just eliminates all the risks. So for example, if you're like a bad player and your team has no shower control and you're peeking like this peek is okay, like, it's literally okay. Well, there is like an angle on top, but it doesn't matter. You can peek like this. But if you have no shower controls, then it's a very bad play. And like, when you start realizing about the space thing, you'll start like completely eliminating these kind of plays. Even if you have no shower controls, right, you're kind of bad player, right? The adjustment, the very, very crucial adjustment that you can make, you just step backwards a bit and peek like this. And you have no shower controls, you're still peeking this. But now you're not risking dying from this area, because you have no control. There could be 5 enemies here, there could be 0. And that's a risk. Like, lack of information is a risk. And that's kind of the point. I don't think there is much to say. It's just like, you just need to start consciously thinking about it. When I started playing, I was one-tricking Killjoy. I was just playing one-trick Killjoy, no comms, no nothing from bronze to like diamond or something like that. And I was going for, like, you know, cheeky setups. What was it? I forgot. grenade here, and then alarm bot here, and then another grenade like somewhere, I don't remember. So the idea is like, you know, the combo to kill people and shit. So they jump out of hookah, they step into my alarm bot, I activate the nade, and they like taking a lot of damage. But when I realized about the space control, I started playing very differently. Like I started playing alarm bot over here, and basically like synonymous with this trip. And I started playing that one. I started playing post-plant grenade kind of thing. And what it allowed me to do is I could play, for example, angles like this over here. Because I have this control, there's no way someone's peeking me. And that's kind of like the strength of this class, whatever it's called, controllers. I don't know, I don't fucking know these classes. Basically like Cypher, Chamber. Well, Chamber is like a duelist, but he has a fucking trip. It needs to be removed, dude. But Killjoy as well, you just put a trip over there, and you can do these kind of peaks, because you know that hookah is safe. And you can do it the other way around. If you're solo anchoring a site, put util there, play hookah, and you know that there is no danger from the push. There is no potential push, and you can just play hookah aggressively, maybe play hookah even passively. Like behind this box, something like that, on top of this box, and that's just how you use it. And I think it changes the gameplay a lot, and you will probably understand the value of things like jet smoke. Like even those temporary things like jet smokes, they're still providing so much space control because, for example, jets you enter and jet smokes here. Your jet smokes here, right? And that effectively means that there is no peak from here. Like, well, generally speaking, no one's gonna push through this smoke if you smoke here. And that means that you control this space, like all of this space. You can run around like this. You can just enter with your fucking back. Obviously, I'm gonna get killed from here, right? All of these angles. But the point is that, like, assuming, like, say, this and this smoked by Omen, and your jet smokes like this, you can literally just enter the site like this, because you have so much space control. That's just, like, how it works, and it's why, like, jet is so much stronger than someone like... Well, Raze is also... Like, Raze provides space control using the nade, right? So you can nade back... Sorry, I pressed the nade hotkey. You can nade backside, and that means that no one, like if no one ran away from your nade in this direction, that means that you have this like space, this control, so you can like freely like swing here, check this one, probably check this one. Oh, I don't know the correct routine, but you get the idea, right? You get the control over these angles. No one's probably gonna peek you from here, and you have the freedom to swing stuff. And that's how you use it, basically. I think it's a concept that people learn in around current, like Diamond 3, Ascendant 1, probably. I'm not sure. Like when you play in lower ranks, people have no comprehension of space control, and it also, like, when I start adjusting to this way of thinking, you stop playing things like, let's say I'm a Cypher. Okay, let me just set up a real quick. I'm a combo Cypher player. Let me place this trip. Thank you. I'm playing some weird shit. It doesn't really matter what I'm playing, right? And that camera as well. So it stops you from playing like this. And even without the camera, if you're playing Killjoy, you're just playing like this, and you're like, okay, well, I have all the util, right? If they come, then I'll see it. And when you realize how important it is to even like peek over here a bit, even if it's a jump peek, even if you're jump spotting that one silently, it's just enormous value. You just stop playing like this, you know. You just stop playing like, okay, I'm playing off my util, I'm just gonna get a kill here. That's also very important. That's how low rank players are playing. They just, you know, you look at the minimap, and they just, you know, they don't have a vision cone. You see this vision cone? They just don't have it. They're just standing it like at the wall, and that's not how you play. You just lose so much space control if you do that. But yeah, that's the idea, I guess. 15 minutes, holy fuck! It's been only 5 minutes. Okay, I'll just stop here.